artist's name's LAMIA, and we've just done like a live session of some of the tracks.
How do you think that went?
Yeah, I think it went well actually. It was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed performing, and I feel like the atmosphere was really right for like what we were doing with all the visuals and everything as well.
And so tell me a little bit like kind of how you got started into music. What was the first thing that inspired you?
So I actually started singing from like a really young age, like 6, like classical, but classical wasn't really my thing because you have to read music and I was always really bad, and then I didn't really know like musically what I wanted to do, and then I found like more contemporary stuff. So where I went to school we had like a piano, and I just used to go there at break times and like sing like pop songs and stuff like that. And then I got into a music school called the Brit School, which is like a performing arts school. So I went there, and then that kind of like really like pushed me into being an artist, I suppose. And then like I got into production because I really enjoyed like producing my own stuff, and I could really articulate myself in that way, because before I was just collaborating. So then I started like producing my own things, and then like things kind of progressed from there really.
So tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind the music you performed tonight.
So Not Mine, which is the first one, that's like about when you don't match up to like someone's perception of you, you know, like you're trying to be their idea of you, but it doesn't like work because it's fantasy. And then Falling Apart is like when you create like illusions to hide your weaknesses, and you kind of end up like separating your inner thoughts from what you express so much that there's like so much going through your mind, and you're constantly like trying to pretend like everything's cool, and like your mind's like you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that one, and I think like that's why the music is so mad. Like I didn't write it to a grid or anything, so some stuff's like out of time, and there's like too many parts, and well, not too many, but there's like a lot of parts. The last one, Sweet, is like when you want someone to be there, and you like have this idea of like who they are, but it doesn't really match up, and like you're constantly being like, oh no, it's cool because they're like this, and then like after a while you're like, hang on, is that me just projecting what I want onto you type thing. So like I think writing is like a big thing for me in terms of like releasing my thoughts and being able to like articulate them in a productive way, I suppose. Do you know what I mean?
And where do you hope, like, where do you want your music career to go after this performance with your releases coming up?
Okay, so like I have this thing where like I want to be no, I don't want to say it. Like so I want to get management, and I want to like be able to move forwards in Berlin as an artist, because it's like such a great place. The music's really inspiring, like people are so open, so interested in what's going on. So and then like I have this thing that's like I want to be at Universal in 2 years, but that depends on things, you know. But that's like what I kind of have in my head. And then like I have like my bucket list of like touring the world, performing at Glastonbury, like all those other things. But I think, yeah, it just feels right for me to pursue this kind of path, because it's not necessarily like the most easy or whatever, but it just feels right. You know what I mean? Like when I am like doing my artist stuff, like it just feels right. So yeah.
And what advice would you give someone who's a little bit, you know, on the same journey as you, maybe a few steps behind?
I don't know. Okay, so like I had a really interesting conversation with a DJ from who came here in like 2009, and he like did loads of stuff and like played at Burger and all of that, and like he said these three things to me that like I always keep in my mind, and it's like, don't worry about what other people are doing, like have your own time frame, and like someone might be popping off at this point, but you know you may not be there, but it doesn't change what you're doing. Just like keep doing what you're doing. Don't compare yourself to other people, and enjoy the process. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like if you want to get to like, I don't know, being signed at like to a major at like this point, then don't like shut down and just think, okay, I've got to get there. Like just enjoy like all the nuances of it, and like there may be points where you're like, oh, you know, am I doing this right? But I think just like being your own best friend and enjoying what you do, and being grateful for having the talent to do it, because like musicians always forget that like it's a special thing, like being able to, do you know what I mean? Because especially when you're always surrounded by other musicians, you're like, but yeah, I don't know. I think understanding yourself and like being accepting of yourself and working out what your path is important. But I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to say.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No worries.